Did you see that? A ghost.
Welcome to Paranormal Pentivity, a show about songwriting, ghostwriting, and everything in between. My name is Nayim. I am your host, and today we got to have a serious conversation about Quentin Miller and his complete mindset, his latest breakdown, I'll call it, because he's talking about I'm not a ghostwriter. I didn't write for Nas. I just threw him just went in there with Hitboy and bounced some ideas around, and that's what I'm a songwriter. That's why you supposed to say, hey, this is what I did. So like, there's a couple of points I want to hit on real quick. One, whatever you come out as is what people are gonna know you for the most. Unfortunately, Quentin didn't get to come out as say, hey, I'm this person, I'm that person. You was just getting passed around like a whore with all this writing stuff, and nobody wanted to say your name or nobody wanted to give you your credits. To my understanding, you got your name put up there, but you allowed people calling you a ghostwriter to go unchecked. If you wanted to be called a songwriter, because there is a difference between a ghostwriter. He was yelling, talking about you don't even get your credit if you're a ghost. I'm not a ghost. I'm this, I'm that. And that's true. However, when Meek Mill threw you on Front Street, like I said, you wasn't even able to come out on your own. When Meek Mill threw you out there in the street like a cheap hoe, you allowed that to go unchecked because you thought you was going to be neutral in a situation where two niggas was fighting over you. So you didn't clean that up when it was supposed to be cleaned up. You didn't say anything about, hey, you not calling me no motherfucking ghostwriter, my nigga. I'm not no ghostwriter. You see my fucking name in the credits. I wrote the song. I wrote part of the song. I did XYZ for the song. I whatever the fuck for the song, right? Like you allowed it to go unchecked. So now the general consensus knows you as a ghostwriter. That's it. Like, you haven't had nobody came out except for Hit Boy and Pusha T, but they put you on the song. People is just taking and taking and taking and taking from you, and you just been allowing it to go fucking unchecked or whatever. The second thing is the situation in the studio with Nas. You got a credit because you was there, and you said that you just went in there and you bounced some ideas around. And my thing is, if people don't know or you didn't remember, after the Drake situation happened, Hit Boy was one of the people who looked out for Quentin Miller. Hit Boy was one of the people who brought Quentin Miller in and was putting them on mixtapes and putting them in the studio and bringing them around people. They already had a relationship. I know because there's a song, and Pusha T was one of the people too. He has a song called Bustin' Moves. Hit Boy has a song called Bustin' Moves with Pusha T and Quentin Miller. And I've seen Quentin Miller do a real good song, by the way. And I've seen Quentin Miller be a part of other songs as well. If you don't know, that's why I don't like people in my sessions. I don't like people when it's time for me to do my work for me. I don't want a bunch of hands in the pot. I don't want a bunch of people in the room, because it's the minute that somebody gives you something and you put it on the song, you have to give them credit. You should give them credit. Otherwise, they'll be coming out talking about, you didn't do this for me. You didn't do that for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how the day usually goes. You can give somebody a writing credit just because you like them. I've done that for my friends all the time. You can give somebody a writing credit just because they was there and they influenced you. You can give anybody a writing credit for anything. That doesn't mean they wrote anything. A nigga coming in the studio giving you ideas. Yeah, I don't have to give you credit for you saying, like, maybe you should turn this verse down. Maybe you should change this word. Maybe you should rearrange this track list to this. Maybe you should do it a little bit more aggressive. I don't have to give you credit for that. But good artists, good producers, good stuff, people give you credit for your ideas. The ones with integrity and morals in this business that doesn't have any integrity, doesn't have any morals for the most part, you're going to rarely come across somebody who want to give you credit for anything you motherfucking say or motherfucking do. I think that was point two. Yeah, they had a relationship. and he got the credit because whatever. The thing is, bruh, I don't get songwriters at this point. Like at this point in time, at the moment of recording this, I don't get it because we all know that songwriters is broke for the most part, unless you're like one of the super top ones, and even then, you still not getting the money that you fucking deserve. I see people complaining about how the songwriting business goes and complaining about what they not getting and complaining about being shorted and complaining about being stole from and cheated and not making no money and not getting what they deserve, but niggas ain't making no effort to do nothing different. Like the majority are not making an effort to change the system. They're not making an effort to say, I'm hot, I do whatever, you give me what I want. I don't have to play by your rules when I'm the commodity and people gonna come to the through the door regardless for this song shit. And that's the problem. Like niggas wanna get into a system and try to change a system that was already built there and already established, instead of establishing themselves and stomping down and saying, bro, I'm not going for no cheap shit. You not gonna cheat me. If you want to fuck with me and you want the best, because this nigga is really good at what he does, it's just what he does not stick for him. It's unfortunate, and he it's also a whole bunch of other problems, and it's just like we should be able to come out, we should be able to say something like, niggas, bro, songwriters, I'm gonna be for real, I just don't get it. Like, what is niggas so scared to talk about? Niggas, you scared to stand up to niggas who, bro, most of these people are weirdos. Most of these artists, they can't write, they can't do shit for themselves. You continuously continue to be blessed with these situations, and people still coming to you after you was running your fucking mouth like a hoe and all this shit. And not that you shouldn't be speaking out about stuff, but you doing shit like a hoe. I don't get why, bro. I'm not afraid of no artist. Fuck you. Like, I don't give a fuck about you. Not in the sense of like, if you like, oh, I don't want to pay you, or I don't want to do this, or I don't want to do that, then all good, bro. I'm going to get my money. I'm not about to sit around and not get paid. Niggas sit around and that be really the problem. Like, people will continue to work with big artists and major label artists and do all of this shit for these people in hopes that it propels their situation to them being a premier songwriter or them being this. The thing is, it only prepares your situation behind the scenes. It don't propel your situation where people will know you and respect you, because they're not going to allow that. Because if you writing all this shit, why don't I just want to hear it from you? Maybe because we don't know you. You haven't established yourself. You haven't established like your look, your sound, your whatever. And it's just like, as a songwriter, we have multiple sounds, multiple looks, multiple everything. You can change with the season. You can go, because you have to be ready and available to write. But if I'm not getting what I'm supposed to be getting, nigga, fuck nigga, bro. I hate the politics of shit, but I understand the politics. But I hate the politics of it, because me as Nayim Edwards, if you think that I'm going to do work and not get paid for the work and not get what I'm supposed to get for the work, yeah, okay. Yeah, I have an oceanfront property in Colorado for 50% off. And this is niggas' problem. Niggas is scared to say no. Niggas is scared to, bro, if this is all you know and this is your life, then why the fuck are you playing with it? Like, why are you sitting around settling for less? That be motherfuckers' problems with this songwriting shit. You'll settle for less because somebody is giving you hope that something could possibly happen. Not even guaranteeing you no XYZ or nothing like that, bro. Niggas know who do what. People know who do whatever. You can't be afraid to be like, nah, my nigga, you're not gonna do shit ethically, fair, case by case basis, not signing a nigga to a label, locking a nigga in a contract. We talking about every time something come up, we do separate paperwork for everything. Niggas don't want to do that because you done got complacent with being the nigga who let motherfuckers bust all up they back and steal they shit. The nigga who let niggas bust their ass down in the back and kiss them and tell them don't come out and don't say nothing about it. You're complacent in that position. Any songwriter who is in 2022 complaining about how shit is going instead of making and shaking for themselves is because they want to be there. I don't like, bro, I hate, it's like trying to join the police force. And like not trying to join the police force. It's like trying to join the racist police force. And you talking about you gonna be the cog of the machine. Nigga, that machine is gonna beat your ass the fuck out, and there's not gonna be no repercussions for stomping you the fuck out. Because why would you think you're gonna come into somebody else's house and just change shit all up? Now, if you build your house and people leave that house and come to your house, that's a totally different thing. You niggas don't have no intelligence about how to move because you think, and then and now we at the end. I can say this, niggas done got so used to niggas won't ever try to propel nothing or try to move the songwriting culture and the ghostwriting culture, because there's nothing wrong with being a ghostwriter if you want to do that, bro. There's people who don't want to be famous, don't ever want to be whatever, they don't need to be known, they just want to get their money. I work at a place that sometimes people just don't want to be known for it. And it's just like, okay, they don't want whatever. And it's just like, you got to pay for that. And that's okay. But niggas get into these songwriting positions and they scared to talk. They scared to do this, or they feel so highly about themselves they don't want nobody else to come, because it's always going to be somebody with more charm, more charisma, more this, more that, can better handle situations than they can. And they scared niggas is going to outshine them or outwork them. And that's your personal insecurity on that end. If you scared that a nigga going to outshine you and outwork you, nigga, that's inevitable. Like, you not going to stay the same for the rest of your life. And that's just how I feel about this nigga. Like, I feel about this about ghostwriters, songwriters, and any type of writers in general, because it's stupid at this point. Like, if you're still complaining about how niggas look at you and you haven't made no effort into changing the narrative about your name is already tarnished. So it's like, you're going to have to work in overdrive and overtime to do that. Niggas only come out and say something when there's some bullshit going on around their name, and that's ridiculous. And that's why songwriters in general are going to continue to lose. I'm just being for real. Niggas is going to continue to lose. Niggas like me is going to continue to just keep it how it is, because there is no incentive for me to not. I get no incentive for not keeping it real. Anything that I already got, they already know who the fuck I am. Anything I got going on, there's been nothing I said up here that has tarnished or whatever my situation. So I'm just saying, like, niggas is fuck out of here with all that. Whatever, nigga. You ruined your reputation. You ruined the way niggas look at you. That ain't nobody's fault but yours. So this is Paranormal Pentivity. My name is Nayim. I will holler at you.
Did you see that? A ghost.